Attention passionate Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Buffalo Bills' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Buffalo Bills fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. Let me tell you, there's some serious buzz swirling around the NFL right now, and it's centered on a potential blockbuster trade that could reshape the landscape of the AFC East, and honestly, the entire conference. Rumors are flying about Evan Engram, the dynamic tight end currently with the Denver Broncos, potentially heading to the Buffalo Bills in what might be one of the most exciting moves of this offseason. The league whispers say that a trade is close to being finalized, with the Bills sending a first-round pick to Denver in exchange for Engram. Now, there's no official confirmation just yet, but sources close to the league suggest that this deal is almost done, and if it goes through, it's going to have huge implications for Buffalo's offense and their championship aspirations. First off, let's talk about Evan Engram himself. The guy's a speedster at tight end, and he's proven to be a real game-changer when it comes to stretching the field and creating mismatches. He's 31, but don't let that fool you. Engram still moves like he's in his prime, clocking a blazing 4.42 in the 40-yard dash. That's elite speed for a player his size. Standing at 6'3" and weighing around 240 pounds, he's a perfect blend of agility and power. Over his 9-year career, Engram has accumulated over 512 receptions for more than 800 yards and 32 touchdowns. His yards per catch average hovers around 11.4, but what really makes him stand out is his ability to gain yards after the catch, averaging nearly 4.8 yards per reception. That's the kind of weapon you want in your arsenal, especially for a quarterback like Josh Allen, who thrives on big plays and extending drives with his legs and arm. Now, let's zoom in on 2025, where Engram has been doing some serious damage early in the season. In just 2 games, he's caught 9 passes for 105 yards and a touchdown, averaging about 11.7 yards per reception. His catch rate is a solid 69.2%, and his PFF grade stands at an impressive 81.6. He's also been effective after the catch, with an average YAC of nearly 5 yards per reception. That's a real problem for defenses, especially in the middle of the field. His ability to create separation and make plays on the move is exactly what the Bills need to elevate their passing game, which has sometimes been a little too reliant on deep shots and scramble plays. Now, why are the Broncos looking to deal Engram? Well, Denver is sitting at a modest 1-1 record early in 2025, but they're facing some financial constraints. Their cap situation is tight, with about $6.8 million over the limit, and they're in the middle of a rebuild, focusing on rebuilding their offensive line and stockpiling draft capital for the future. Trading Engram, who commands around $20 million a year, would free up around $24 million in cap space, giving them some much-needed flexibility. The Broncos are also prioritizing their defensive side, which is allowing around 24 points per game, and they're looking to build around their core, perhaps with draft picks and younger players. Still, losing Engram would be a blow, but for Denver, it's all about the rebuild and stacking assets for the long term. For the Bills, though, this move is a game changer. Adding Engram to their already potent offense would give Josh Allen a true mismatch weapon. Imagine him running routes with his speed, creating separation against linebackers and safeties, then turning upfield for big yards after the catch. His route running is crisp, with an average depth of target, ADOT, around 8.5 yards, meaning he's effective in the middle of the field, creating space and making defenses pay. His addition would significantly boost Buffalo's third down efficiency, which currently hovers around 45%. With Engram on the field, projections show that the Bills could see a jump of about 20% in third down conversions, translating into more sustained drives and more scoring opportunities. In terms of stats, Engram's presence could mean an immediate impact. Experts project that he could add around 9 receptions per game, boosting the yardage total by roughly 110 yards per game. That's a huge lift, especially considering his ability to turn short catches into big gains. His EPA, expected points added, per target could increase by around 0.20, which is a significant boost for any offense. Plus, his mismatch potential against linebackers and safeties could lead to around 160 additional yards over the course of the season, with a projected total of 7 more touchdowns. That kind of production isn't just about volume. It's about the quality of the plays, the big moments where Buffalo can take control and put teams away. And let's not forget the blocking aspect. Engram isn't just a receiver. He grades out well as a blocker with a blocking score of about 77.4, which adds value in the running game. His ability to contribute in both facets makes him a true dual threat. Buffalo's offense, which has already been explosive under Josh Allen, could become even more unpredictable with a tight end who can stretch the field, catch in traffic, and help open running lanes. Now, how does this compare to other tight ends in the league? Well, players like George Kittle or David Njoku have shown how a dynamic tight end can elevate a team's offense, especially in the playoffs. Engram could serve as that kind of X-factor for Buffalo, especially in high-pressure situations. His early season stats compare favorably to some of the best in the league, and his YAC, yards after catch, of around 43 yards early on this season indicates he's already making plays that can turn a game around. Plus, his success on third down and in red zone situations could lead to more touchdowns and help Buffalo convert red zone opportunities more efficiently, giving them even more scoring chances in critical moments. Switching gears to the bigger picture, this trade could also have implications for the Bills' Super Bowl chances. Odds to win the title have slightly shifted this offseason, but with Engram in the fold, those odds could improve significantly. Bookmakers currently have Buffalo at around plus 600, but if the trade goes through and he starts making an impact, those odds could tighten to around plus 300. That's a huge difference, and it shows how much faith the betting markets are placing on this potential addition. Engram's speed, route running, and ability to create separation could be the missing piece that pushes Buffalo over the top, especially in the playoffs where every yard and every play counts. Think about it, if Engram comes in and quickly adapts to the Bills' system, he could be a pivotal factor in their postseason run. The comparison to a player like George Kittle during the 2025 season is apt. Kittle's big play ability and red zone presence helped the 49ers post a 12-5 record and reach the playoffs. Engram, with his speed and playmaking skills, could do the same for Buffalo, elevating their offense and making them a nightmare for defenses across the league. His addition would also provide more options for Josh Allen, who's always been at his best when he has multiple reliable targets to throw to. Looking ahead, the trade deadline on November 4th is approaching fast, and all signs point toward this deal being accelerated to meet that deadline. The Broncos, who are reportedly cautious about their rebuild, see this as a way to clear cap space and acquire draft capital. Meanwhile, the Bills are eager to bolster their offense and capitalize on their Super Bowl window. If this trade is finalized soon, it could be the move that defines their season, giving Buffalo a fresh, speedy tight end who can help them dominate in the AFC, especially in the critical late-season games and the playoffs. So wrapping this all up, what does it really mean for Buffalo? Well, it's about adding a versatile playmaker who fits perfectly into their system. Engram's speed, agility, and ability to create mismatches could be the difference maker in their quest for another Super Bowl appearance. It's also about making a bold statement. The Bills aren't just content with being contenders, they're aiming for the top, and this move signals their intent to leave no stone unturned in pursuit of greatness. The AFC might be stacked, but with Engram on board, Buffalo's offense just got a whole lot more dangerous. Fans should be excited because this isn't just a rumor, it's potentially a game changer that could define the Bills' season and perhaps their future. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Buffalo Bills news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Buffalo Bills fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you believe Evan Engram can be the X-factor that pushes Buffalo over the edge? Are you excited about the possibility of seeing him in those blue and red jerseys, creating chaos for defenses? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion really matters, not just to us, but to the entire Bills Mafia. This could be a season-defining trade, and your voice adds to the buzz. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Buffalo Bills news. We're in this together, and I can't wait to see how this story unfolds. Let's go, Bills.